Okay, so before we start jump into some proper next gen videos, we're going to have a quick look back at where we all started on the old Xbox 360, which was launched 8 years ago now, which is quite a long time. It feels a long time. And when you look at this game, it feels even longer. Back then, we launched with COD on the Xbox 360, Call of Duty 2. A little bit different to what we all know Call of Duty as now. As you can see, set in World War II, and back then this game was, well, it was stunning. It was great. It was HD. It was nearly 720. It looked amazing on TV. It was a massive leap up from where we've been on the PS2 and the original, even the original Xbox. So this was the first HD game. But the first thing you'll obviously all notice now looking at it is it looks terrible. You know, there's no visual effects on the screen. There's no kind of visual candy going on there. There's loads of jaggies. The quality of the characters themselves are really low polygon models. The tank you just saw there in pieces. Obviously the textures are really, really low res as well. They don't load very well. This is obviously a pre-release demo at the time, but it's indicative of the game. That the original game is exactly like this. This is how it looked. There's no real difference between this and the original game itself. The controls as well are strange. There's quite a few little difference with them. When you run that, as you can see me running here, there's no run button, which is strange. You forget that actually wasn't present back then. You couldn't sprint, so you just had to like plod along on your own little pace. And the aiming was way off. The sights don't seem to line up very well. When you're shooting, the gun recoils massively. So in some ways, it's kind of more realistic compared to what it is now. But because we're all used to playing COD and Battlefield and things like that, it all feels very, very clunky and different. Some quality kills there in the face. That's what he needs. This guy bloke, look at that, just amazing animation. Now you might see the frame rate's a bit choppy. It's obviously chopped down to 30 frames per second. It is running at 60 frames per second. Even back then, this is what we launched with. But there's a big difference between this game and how the 60 frames per second things like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and everything else come along. And we step into Black Ops now. This is the classic example of where we leap from. So you've just stepped from the launch game, exactly the same hardware, running now. This is Blops, so Blops 2. And as you can see, the amount of visual fidelity going on there, the rain, the mist, the screen distortion with the water running down it, the character models, the texture detail, hardly any jaggies, loads of AA going on, which just wasn't even present on the original game. You would not think this was running on the same console. You would think we've just jumped from an Xbox to a reasonably high-end PC. Don't kill all PC haters. I'm not saying this is like PC quality. I'm saying the difference is huge between what you just saw and what we're playing now. Now this game is actually one of the best looking games on the Xbox. It's, I would say, probably arguably as better looking than COD Ghosts, which has only just come out. Hence why I've used this as a video. Now in the background you can see like the rain on the spotlights, twinkling past as it goes past. You've got the camouflage guys here which you can see through and distort in the background. There's just a hell of a lot going on in this game. Yeah, messing around a little bit there. Was going to go for the knife kill, but I thought not. But yeah, you can see there's reflections going on in the water, there's puddles, there's rain coming down all over the place, there's storm, the trees are moving around. There just really is a hell of a lot going on in this game. And if you just look back and remember what we just looked at earlier, you can see that the difference is just astronomical. The amount of detail and fidelity going on, the AA, and this still all runs at 60 frames per second. Now, it does it quite consistently. I wouldn't say that every single time it never drops below 60, but it's enough not to feel like a huge issue. And you would not think that looking at a game that looks like this compared to what we've just come from. And this is the same console, and this is the kind of leap that we can expect from where we are now with current Xbox One, PS4 games, and what we're going to have in the future. So we're going to slow this down a little bit now, and here you can see there's quite a lot going on in the background. So there's distortion with the lighting, the flashes there aren't being shot, so the screen's got red over it. It's distorted the actual display, so things are actually twisting around. It's doing rendering sections of the scene and actually distorting the pixels all over the place. There's just so much more going on with the GPU side of it compared to what we just saw, which is very flat and bland. So the level of complexity they were using on these systems back then compared to now is huge. So the difference is astronomical. Now I'm not saying that the leap is going to be of this level. Simply because the manufacturing qualities back then were much lower when we launched into this. They weren't really creating high-end, high-quality 4K and higher res assets, whereas they are now, and they're not really going to need to recreate that kind of process again for the next-gen consoles. They're just going to keep continuing on. So at this point, they were creating high-end assets, and as you can see here, this is a low-end asset from COD. I mean, really low. And if we jump over to Blops 2, you can see the difference is huge. I mean, that looks like a CGI scene from back in the day, and that's the kind of difference that we should and will expect with this launch of console on that kind of level in real time. And as you can see, that it just doesn't even look like it's coming from the same console, really. Let's be honest. So we're going to jump into another game now. This is Batman, and as you can see here, this gives a good idea of where the console went. There is still, obviously, you can notice Jag is here. You can notice some of the anti-aliasing differences, and these are the things. This is the kind of level we've reached now with the Xbox 360 and the PS3. We've reached a point where the consoles are doing as much as they can. I mean, this is a really gorgeous looking game. There's loads of lighting going on in the background there. You can see the flickering on the ground, all while these characters that are attacking me. The fluid control system is quite good. Got a kick in the ass there. It was nice. Oh, that guy got owned. Deserves some of that. But again, this is something that the console's chucking around a hell of a lot going on in this screen. So you've got 10 guys there that I'm fighting, plus my own character. Pretty decent quality polygon builds there for each of the guys that I'm fighting. System's not slowing down. There's loads of texture detail going on the ground around the background. Everyone's got that shiny next-gen wet look, which always looks good on games. And it kind of makes the whole thing a lot more immersive. Now, this is the kind of step that, from what you saw obviously earlier on with COD, where we think we need to go. So, hopefully, later on, you'll be able to see some next-gen videos that I've got lined up for you with my Xbox One. I've got an unboxing video to come, which I'm going to be sticking on the net today. So, enjoy. See you soon.